fan of the Hodaki Big Show podcast? Make sure you check out more from Jace, Mike and Keezy on their Instagram at Hodaki Big Show, or tune in to them 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hodaki. Thanks, mate.
Actually, I'm feeling like I need a Red Bull.
Yeah.
You want one, Mogi?
Yeah, I'll be keen, actually, because I just went and had a sauna over there. I went to have a sauna and a ice bath, but the ice baths are all rooted. One of them's been rooted for months.
Yeah.
And now the other one's rooted as well. It's quite complex because they have to be cold, so obviously that's tricky.
How do they do that? Putting ice in it, or is it like a refrigeration system?
No, it's on some kind of a cooling system, but it doesn't work.
Right.
You know?
Lame.
So instead I had lots of saunas, and now I've had all my energy drained out of it.
You sweated it all out, mate.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't had a sauna in ages. That could be quite good.
I like it.
Nice and steamy and sweaty.
I'm more of a hot tub man.
And nude. Nah, tubs, not good. I want to lie in my own filth. I want it just drip off of me.
So when was the last time you had a bath? Just when you're ready.
Many months ago, Keezy.
Months ago, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've got a bath, but I just can't be fucked.
And what made you have a bath?
What, put one in?
No. What made you have a bath if you hate baths?
I think I was a bit achy.
Oh, yeah, but sore.
Yeah, I think it was after some sort of fitness scenario, or maybe it was a game or something, and it might have been a cage fight.
Yeah.
And I was just a bit ouchy, you know, and maybe I just... Probably my wife said, go and have a nice soak in the bath. And I went, yeah, nice idea, darling. And then I got in it and probably hated it after 3 minutes.
Do you take anything in there with you, like a book or something to watch?
Yes.
A book.
Take a book in with me usually.
Sure, same.
Roll up a towel and then put it in the little headrest there. And
good
eating.
I do that.
Watch my fatus just floating on the water there.
It does, doesn't it?
It is interesting, Like, because you'll be completely submerged and it'll just be like a little periscope.
Yeah.
Peering up there.
It was amazing to see how something so heavy can float.
Yeah. I wouldn't say a little periscope, but no, I take your point.
A giant periscope. It's like the Loch Ness Monster photo.
But then what happens is I just get sweaty and I go, you know, and then it gets too cold.
Does, eh?
And so, you know what I mean?
It's like a bath, eh?
And then I get wrinkly.
Yeah.
And I go, And then you have to get out and you're all drippy.
That's why I hop straight in the shower.
It's like a shower, eh? You get drippy when you get out of a shower too. Do you notice that?
What I do is I've got a little, you know...
little downstairs.
For our shower, we've got, what do you call those? A little loop. Squeegee, and I just squeegee myself down.
I wonder where they came up with the name squeegee.
I guess because it was squishy, maybe.
Maybe it's the noise it makes. Squeegee.
Sure.
Good weekend, fellas.
What a weekend. Had quite an intense period of work lately, so because it was the wife's birthday, we decided to go out and we got steamed.
Right.
Great.
Actually. And I had horrendous anxiety yesterday.
Sick.
Nothing worse.
So
is
good.
There.
Yeah, and it was only because I was actually drunk, and I haven't been drunk in a long time. You know, when you're pissed up. I was all goods, but as soon as I'm drunk like that and I don't feel like I'm in control, I automatically assume that I've been
horrendous,
offending everybody and all of that sort of stuff. So
yeah, I know.
So I didn't enjoy that at all, and I sort of woke up in the middle of the night with, you know,
anxiety sweats.
Yeah, but sort of just like the
headache, tummy ache, the whole shebang.
No, just the thought of it. It was anxiety, but there's another name for it. But just the fear. I'd call it the fear.
Yeah,
actually,
I know what you mean.
I was like, oh God, did I offend that person? Oh, what about that person? Oh God, and and then I talked to one of the people, and he was like, nah, man, you're all good. So it was funny. It was great. Yeah. So that immediately made me feel better because I was just like, oh fuck. So anyway, back on the wagon.
I told you. I used to have a mate that used to revel in ringing me up and, and you'd be having that anxiety and you'd go, you know what you did last night, man?
Yeah.
And you'd go, And it actually reached a point with him, and I said, where I had to say to him, can you not make these fucking calls anymore, man? Because you're not doing me any good.
To address the problem.
Yeah,
you told him to stop telling you.
Don't stop drinking.
Yeah,
just don't stop telling you what a piece of shit you are.
Stop telling me what a piece of shit I am.
But that's different. If you have been a piece of shit, that's different. But if you haven't been and you think you have been, is a different thing. But it was good, and I had a great time with the wife there. The mother-in-law was staying, so that was a bit of a treat. So being able to go out and went and saw the comedian Theo Von which was very, very funny. And then yesterday was just literally scrolling Instagram until I had to go to sleep again. Of course, I couldn't go to sleep.
Yeah.
Standy.
Sick.
Well, funnily enough, I woke up for not for any reason at all that I can fathom at 3:43 this morning.
Nice.
But I thought, I just had that vibe. It's going to be just before the alarm. So I went, it's probably just about to go
May as well
off.
get up or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was 3:43, and I went, you absolute fucking piece of shit.
Did you get back to sleep?
After about an hour,
Yeah.
I think I dozed off again, but there was much tossing and turning, which my wife really appreciated.
Yeah, I was doing some tossing.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keezy. The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Actually, the same thing here. I was taking a while to get to sleep, and my wife had to get up early, and I didn't have to get up as early as her, and so she stood
Left
up.
all the lights on.
She stood up, and no, this is last night.
Oh.
She stood up and said, I'm going to go sleep in the spare room. And then I felt terrible.
Yeah, you should too.
And so I was instantly just like, no, you stay here. I'll just go watch. So I went and watched TV for an hour.
That's always what happens.
Yeah, because I don't want her to have to leave the bed just because I'm tossing.
Well, funnily enough, she called me anyway in tears and,
Jace,
just said
where do we
that,
What?
she had a really early start in the morning and Keezy was tossing and turning and
I do
huffing
think
and
if you're
puffing.
the one tossing and a turning, then you should be the one to leave.
Yeah, and I do every time.
Yeah.
And I'm actually, just on that, really quick on the trigger on that. Like, I know pretty much.
I'm off.
Yeah, I immediately get up and go onto the couch in the lounge,
'Cause you
and
just-
that's me.
do you
Until I'm exhausted.
Does your brain ever go, okay, I'm in that space right now where I'm not going to sleep, and you're aware of it? Whereas sometimes I'm actively trying not to think that thought,
Yes.
Yes.
and then as soon as you're trying not to think that thought, you're in that space.
Yeah, she's all over. The
Yeah.
other one was durries.
Yes.
So you'd be like, I could get up and have a durry. You're like, no, don't do that.
Yeah, I was
No.
terrible for
Yeah,
that.
you loved it,
and in
didn't you?
actual fact, just on that front, I stay in bed more often than not now because there isn't that option for me.
Yes.
So I go, oh, fuck this,
Yeah.
I'm going to go and get up and have a durry. But now that there is no durries, it's like, I can't even do that.
I'll just stay here.
I'll just sit here
What about
and
like
just lie here in my anxiety.
Why don't you get up and have like a lemon water and watch telly for a bit?
That really annoys me that you just said that.
What? It's something to do,
A
right?
lemon water?
That's that thing that the guy texted through ages ago. Remember he was saying you have sour as lemons or something,
Oh,
and
did
it
he?
makes you.
Did he?
Yeah. He called up and said every time you want to dart, you have a bite of. He's got like a Ziploc bag with sour lemons that have been soaked in something, and you bite them, and it makes
Vodka?
you not want to, you know.
Right. Well, that's quite a good idea.
So get up, have one of those, suck on a lemon, and watch some telly.
So you got 60 lemon rinds by the end of the day lying around the house.
Yeah, you just walk around with a bag of lemons at all times.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I had a weekend of two halves.
Yeah.
Great Saturday. My daughter's birthday. She's 16. Jeez.
Where does the time go, Hoity J?
Far out, man.
It's almost over. 2 years.
Wow. Yeah. She wants it by her reckoning, a year.
Right. Well, that's all good. That's a year then.
But, you know, she wants to go to another city. And I'm like, and then Sunday was a shitter.
Yeah.
Oh, the cricket was
I was
terrible.
having a good old laugh at your expense at home.
I knew you would be.
I was saying to the missus, this is Hoity J's dream come true. We've got a rain-affected dead rubber, absolute bliss, and it was rain, and it was game on, game off, game on, game off, game on, game off, game on, and then the calibre of the cricket was so horrifically bad.
Yes.
It couldn't have been much worse for
That
you.
series was a massive Keezy steamer.
It started excellently.
Great first
I thought.
game. Yeah.
Yes. But even then...
It was a sloppy game, but it was still
even
exciting.
then, there was some... Australia... I mean...
Can I just-
Well, I'll get into this in the show, because
Sports
I'm
chat.
fuming about it.
Well, this will be on what's on the telly with Mogi, because that's the only thing I've watched outside of 80 billion Instagram videos yesterday.
Shout out to all the people I met in Wellington on Saturday, by the way.
Okay.
They were great.
All right.
They were cool, man.
Have a few beersies.
Not really. I did in the lounge once I got back to the airport. It was great because
Because you can get into Koru. Oh, that's my one's about to expire, I think. I don't know if I'm going to do it again.
Well, I just get enough air points because we run all of our finances through our air points card. And so it just pays for itself every year. So we stuff it. We'll just keep it going, which is great. But I walked out of TSB Arena. And you know how it's right on the water there? A gust of wind came through, which grabbed all the flags that were set up with sandbags around them and dragged them all 20 metres to the left.
Yeah.
They didn't fall over because they were like weighted down.
Yeah.
And that was just as I was on the phone to my wife saying, "Oh, I'm leaving now. I'm going to
Jumping on a plane.
About to jump on a plane."
Good shit.
And then I got an alert from Air New Zealand being like, "Hey, just due to weather, there's a chance you might not make it home." And I was just like,
Yeah.
I'm not Hoity J, so getting stranded here and I'm supposed to be here for 3 hours, that shouldn't happen to me.
Yeah, that's right.
That should happen to Jace.
Yeah, they've got it wrong.
And then I didn't realise, I was talking to the taxi driver, he was saying landing's terrible, obviously, but for takeoff, that wind is fine because it gets under the plane's wings.
Yeah.
So he just goes full tit up into the clouds as fast as he could, our fella, and there was like 30 seconds of unbearable flight.
Yeah.
But then we're through the clouds in sweet as. It was crazy.
Unbearable flight, you mean?
Turbulence while the wind was blasting our plane.
Unbearable flight. What was another phrase I heard yesterday? Oh, ruined orgasm.
Oh, yeah.
What's that got to do with unbearable flight?
Oh, I don't know, just had the same vibe to me.
Ruined orgasm.
Yeah, what was the... never quite got to the gist of that, did they?
It's basically being brought to the absolute crest and then sort of falling over the finish line.
Oh.
All right?
Whoa.
I'm hungry.
Hey.
That could very quickly turn to hangry. Keezy.
Jace, you're hungry every show. Just go get some sushi now. I walk past, there's heaps.
I know.
Hey.
Is it on special yet, though? I'm going
I'm
out for
gonna go
dinner
a bit
as well.
later. Oh, yeah. Here he is.
Where you
Monday
going?
dinner.
Chiao Belly.
I've been there.
Just because it's my daughter's birthday.
I really like that place.
She wanted pizza.
It's one of my favourite places.
Nice.
Oh, no. I want to cancel.
Get the death pizza. Hey, follow the Hodaki Big Show on Instagram. Also, listen to the Hodaki Big Show 4 till 7 weekdays on Hodaki. Also, Jason at Hoity J, Mr. Mike Minogue, Chris KNZ, and Call Me Pugs on the Insta as well.
Call me Pugson.